The sun caused a civil war. Its holy race chose rulers, but this time their choice threatens a powerful person's interests. You, the viewers, will decide what prevails, religious belief or pragmatism. The story starts in a city called Lahti. According to legend, the sun god Aurinko blessed the settlement with elites born on the summer solstice, a birth Lahti culture regards as the mark of the most worthy leaders. These figures laid the foundation for a great empire that once spanned the western coast. However, the early years were challenging for the young state. Barbarians from the mountains east of Lahti regularly raided nearby states. But once, during the rule of a weak monarch born at night, they besieged the Lahti capital itself with the intent to raze it. The incompetent leader had no way of saving the city, so he fled west to safety. Prayer was all the townsfolk had left. Then western cities that worshipped the thunder god Salama came to their rescue. People rejoiced and took that as a sign from Aurinko to never again empower a weak monarch. The new daylight succession law allowed only those born during the day to rule. But this measure created a structural problem. Countless civil wars were fought because of these rules, and now another one is brewing. Currently, the Lahti Empire is ruled by Emperor Pitalis. He was crowned after the death of his grandfather, Estko. Although he was a descendant of the previous emperor through a younger son, he was said to be the only valid candidate because his uncle Salamoinen was born at night and therefore excluded from succession. But Salamoinen won't give up the crown so easily. As governor, he got to know local nobles and merchants. Both groups had been alienated during Estko's rule. The merchants found themselves losing ground to the growing trade fleet of the northern power, Del Sawok. Although the emperor promised to address the issue, he did little to confront the merchant state's threat. This, combined with recent droughts and famines, sharply reduced the taxes collected by local governors. After long talks, his peers convinced Salamoinen to become the face of the rebellion. At the governor's meeting, he proclaimed, "I have proof that a priest forged records showing I was born after sunset. As emperor, I will get rid of liars and reclaim our place under the sun." The open rebellion by administrators and merchants alerted the authorities of Del Sawok. If the revolt succeeded, it could challenge Del Sawok's trade monopoly and threaten its wealth. Fortunately for the northern power, a merchant named Into became involved. He made his living trading gold and other luxury items, but royal Lahti blood flows in his veins. He is a grandson of Estko's brother and was born on the summer solstice, a sign of promising future. As a merchant with experience, he has a talent for spotting opportunities. After persuading the council and Del Sawok's governor, he secured substantial funding to hire mercenaries and fueled the fire burning within the empire. Three ambitious men are fighting for the crown of the centuries-old empire in one of the many civil wars fought between relatives. This is just the official version. Out of Aurinko's sight in the shadows, there are players that seem irrelevant at first glance. Del Sawok is not the only power fueling the fire. An ambitious administrator named Voilo was the mastermind behind the rebellion. When he was young, he used to spend a lot of time at the emperor's court. Thanks to these connections and his diligence, he quickly rose through the ranks. The old emperor Estko granted him the honor of organizing the summer solstice festival, a job that Pitalis has long desired. The young heir was furious and swore that one day he would humiliate the rogue. Years passed, but the old grudge remained, which is why even after becoming governor, Voilo had to plot to protect his interests. Fearing for his career, Voilo forged evidence to make Salamoinen believe he was Aurinko's chosen and the empire's true ruler. Finally, we had the high priestess Lotma. She was the one who crowned Pitalis. Standing on the roof of the Grand Temple during the ceremony, she thought about the empire. Centuries of history were endangered by foes on all sides. Prolonged civil war might bring an end to this legacy, and this was something she couldn't accept. Therefore, she considered other ways to end the conflict quickly. Now it's your time to decide. Vote in the poll and write in the comments about how the war should unfold. Will the Sun Empire endure, and who will wear the crown of Aurinko,